welcome to the Ariel Edit. Okay, so today this video is about my experience going to my very first BTS concert. It was April 26, 2026, and it was in Tampa. Day 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get started. So our day began by waking up at like 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning to make sure we can get the merch. And we left out the house at like, I think 9, and the line was so long. But we actually, so how it happened was, first my friend, she actually was looking online the night before places to park our car. We have rented a car, and she had found a very, very close by university. It was actually giving out renting out parking spaces. The only catch was you had to leave the car there. You cannot park and leave and park and leave. You have to leave the car there. We was like, girl, it is okay. It is okay. Because the price was kind of cheap. It was like, I think $42 or something. And we split it. So it was like 20 something. Whatever. I don't remember the exact numbers. It was like 20 something. And we was in line. But the thing is, with the line, it actually went by pretty quickly. And we didn't really have to wait too long, so that did make me very happy. The only thing we really cared about getting in regards to merch was the army bomb. That's all we really care about. We also hope you got some freebies, but that's the only thing we really care about, because when it comes to the clothing merch, you can always just wait a little while until it gets a little cheaper. And yeah, because we were working with a budget, my love. And so we were just like, it just makes more sense to focus on getting the army bomb, and then we could just buy the clothing merch later. Yeah. Like, for instance, think of like Wings era. That's my favorite BTS album era. And I can buy, I don't know if it's official or not, but I can try to buy like some Wings era merch, and it'll be like $20 or something. Versus if I were to buy it during that time, it would have been 60, 70, maybe even 150, like one of the merch things. So anyways, when we were in line, they gave us this little thing, this little paper, so we can figure out the price of everything. Oh my gosh, there's a light stick cradle? I didn't even know that. I should have bought that. Oh, whatever. I guess I can get it later. Anyways, this is what the little thing looked like, and this is how we found out that the price was actually $69.99 for the official light stick. Now, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, it's actually pretty good, because really, I honestly expected it to be like $100. And my friend was like, $100? Where do you hear that? And I was like, honestly, that's just my assumption. Because if I set the limit very, very high, if it's cheaper, I'll be happy. So I'm like, I don't think BTS will charge more than $100 for it. So I'm like, okay, I'll just make my heart be set on it being $100. That way, if it's cheaper, I can feel, joy. She was really set on it being $50, and I was like, I'm not sure about that one. I might get like hope that'll be $70. Maybe you don't get your hopes up, hoping it'd be like $40 and end up being $69. And say your budget allows for $40, but you didn't plan for $69. I planned for $100. So baby, I was able to buy this with the batteries. It came up with the army bomb and the batteries. It came up to like $76. And again, that was the only thing we cared about buying. But as you can see, they had like a lot of the clothing merch as well. T-shirts for $60, the hoodie for $140. Baby, it was too hot. $220 for the hoodie. Oopsie, you didn't see that. It was $220 for this hoodie and the matching pants. Then they had the jerseys that they just could not stay in stock. Oh my goodness. Those are $85. The more city jerseys, the red ones. I like the black ones more. But the red ones was like $70. So yeah. This was also more stuff. They had these tour stamps. Didn't get those if we care to. I wanted to buy the album. I was gonna just buy the album off of Amazon or something. So we didn't get that there. Because also, keep in mind, we took a plane there. So we were just gonna have to pack everything up. So he's like, I barely have room for this army mom. But yeah, and then there's like this little plush key ring. I thought this was cool, but to me, Loki looks like a voodoo doll. So that was kind of weird. It was $32. I don't know what to do with that information, but yeah. Then I have a BTS towel. This would have been great for when we went to the beach. They have the little license plate thing. I can't drive because I don't have my license yet, but my friend does. She would probably love this. She actually was eyeballing it, but she's like, once again, how we're going to put that in the luggage. And then this is like a car ornament. You shouldn't pay attention to that. This little voodoo doll thing again. That was like $35. And then this is light stick parts. This one says BTS as Army, and this is a holder. I guess it's a good thing I didn't see that holder because I honestly would have tried to get it. I'm going to wait till the end of the concert to try to cop some more of this stuff. I'm pretty sure someone's going to resell something, and hopefully I'll get it at like a little bit of a cheaper price. Also, while we're in line for merch, we also got this little sign from someone. I wish it didn't tear. This is also something I plan on potentially framing or just putting in a scrapbook. But yeah. BTS World Tour Arirang Apang Po. Once again, our reality, Tampa, Florida. So yes. There was a very long line at 9 a.m. in the morning when we got there by love, but the line went quickly. So you weren't in line for too long. And that's something that I was very, very happy about. Once we got our army bomb, I'm not going to hold you, we felt so accomplished. She immediately got her batteries put into her army bomb and it started light. The light went on. It was so cool. I tried to do the same with mine. Mine wasn't turning on. Why wasn't it turning on? I was freaking out. I was like, is this broken? Is something wrong with it? Do I have to go all the way back in this line? Freaking out. We are, at this point, low-key going through heat stroke. Dying of exhaustion. It was so hot. It was so hot. Oh my gosh. I have a little fan that I packed, but it was in the car because I was in my outfit for getting merch, not my concert outfit. Those are two different outfits. If you watch my vlog, you will see the different outfits. I had two different outfits planned. So I was like, I did not bring my concert bag with me. So I didn't have the fan with me. And like my friend, she brought a bottle of water, but that water was warm. And then like they had like these little coolers where they were selling water bottles, but that was $8. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. $8 for a water bottle? No. I was like, no. So yeah. So I'm freaking out because I'm trying to figure out why my army bomb isn't working. We walked to Starbucks. 23 minutes. Took 23 minutes for us to walk to Starbucks. Took forever. It really did. It really, really did. But when we got there, we sat down. We ordered she got the matcha lilac lavender drink, and I got the chai lavender lilac drink. I forgot what it's called. I think I called it the lavender lilac drink, and they know what I'm talking about, and they give it to me, and I want chai. Anywho, so we're sitting down, and she helps me put the batteries into my army bomb because I'm freaking out because I'm like, why is it not working? And she gets it to turn on, and it works perfectly fine. And I'm like, oh, I just didn't know how to put the batteries correctly. Thank God, because I was thinking worst case scenario immediately. So once that was solved, I promise you, we really were just chilling. We were just chilling and enjoying our time, and just having a blast. And it was like, okay, everything's falling into place. And that was merch. That was Christmas merch. We literally just continued sitting at the Starbucks. We just continued sitting at the Starbucks, and we literally had nothing else to do. All we cared about was getting to that concert. Like we didn't eat. We could barely sleep. We kept thinking about our outfits, how we gonna do our makeup in the car. Like we was like planning. The plan was though, at 5 o'clock we start walking back. 23 minutes walking back. We get in our car. We change our outfits in the car. Okay, someone on guard, someone on lookout, make sure no one looking at us while we change in the car. Hey, no looking. Mind your business. So we changed in the car, and then after that, I want to get baby wipes because we were hot as hell. So one, sweaty, but two, also like to wipe off our face and then put on a fresh face of makeup. And then, do that. And then do our makeup and then, freshen up our hair. This is how I wear my hair. I just wanted to wear an afro. Because I feel, honestly, I just feel like the prettiest in this. Whenever I have my hair straight, I feel like I'm more nitpicky about my beauty versus if I have my hair like in a big afro. I just feel like the look. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel prettier. So I did the afro, but fluff it out a bit. Make sure we're a full circle. Make sure we're a full circle. And I had it wasn't this bow. I had like a bright red bow because when I think bright red, I also had bright red lips. It made me think of Korea and stuff. Also Arirang, their color palette was like red and black. So it's like I went red. I don't really like the color black, and I don't actually own much black clothing. So that was the only part of the color palette I stuck with. But yeah, how my friend chose to dress for the concert was the BTS jersey outfit inspo, and what I did was baddie. I did baddie.com. I low-key feel like we should have matched though, because that would have been such a cute experience. But I was very dead set on being baddie, and she was dead set on wearing this jersey. So she wore booty shorts with her jersey, and I wore baddie. I'm a cute red Ardong bow and my red lipstick to match. But I had this Nicki Minaj-esque crop top. Very 2010s. It literally went like this, and then it stopped hold on. So then it stopped around here, my belly button, which is a cute little butterfly. Look, little butterfly. That was out, and then I had so imagine a skirt mixed with cargo pants, and conjoin those together. That was my skirt, and it had a bunch of pockets and little tassels. And I actually made tasseled my army bomb to my skirt. That way I can make sure I don't drop it, because I was scared of dropping it and breaking it. I was like, Jesus, please no. So I strapped that thing to my body. And I, believe it or not, I actually brought heels. Because we were in row 300. And how many stairs we walked up and down trying to find our seats. I'm glad I didn't wear them. So I stuck with some black sandals. Oh wait, I did wear black. Boom. I stuck with some black sandals and had pearls around the toe parts. So it's black and pearl sandals. And they were very, very comfortable. I think they're called Shake and Shore. My mom bought them years ago, when I was 12 or 13 at Walmart, and they were on clearance for $3, and I barely wore them then. And yeah, I wore them then. I wore them at my concert. Boom. Thank you, Mama. So we're waiting at Starbucks for a couple hours. We're chilling, we're vibing. We keep meeting armies. A bunch of armies are enjoying the Starbucks. A lot of us met up there unintentionally. We get some freebies there. I will admit, we did not get a lot of freebies. Some girls, they had big bags of freebies. We didn't get a lot of freebies, unfortunately. But I am grateful for the freebies we did get. And it was an amazing experience meeting all of the armies. We've met so many armies at random places we did not expect to see them. CVS. For me personally, I cannot sleep on a hotel bed. I need to buy my own blankets. So we went, and and our plane, by the time our plane landed and we got out that airport, it was 1 a.m. in the morning. 1 a.m. So people were freaking out. We need a 24/7 CVS. Well, I was freaking out. She was fine sleeping in the hotel bed because she was like, listen, I'm sleepy. I'm like, listen, I can't sleep. I cannot sleep until I have my own cover. I need some cover. I need some blankets. I need them now. A towel even. And I was thinking, why didn't you pack one? Because I took a personal item and I overpacked with clothing and makeup. Okay, that's why. So moving on. We met an army at the CVS. She worked there. She was doing night shift. And she was actually from Tampa, and she gave us so much information locally on like different restaurants and different places to explore. What beaches are the best beaches to go to, and also like, oh, she was talking about how she's going to the concert on day 3, and we followed each other on Instagram, and she also showed me where the blankets were. And the day of the merch line, you know, when we were sitting at the Starbucks, we just kept coming across huge groups of armies. And one thing I will say is everyone definitely did go with friends. So, I would say if you went alone, you probably may have felt isolated if you're not an extrovert. And just started walking up to people like, hi, I'm such and such. Are you Army? Oh my gosh, who's your bias? Oh my gosh, this, that. Like, kind of like low-key immersing yourself in the group. Even though they don't know you. Like, okay, let's be friends. Hi. Bring me back to, you know, those kindergarten days where we just go up to people and be like, you seem cool. Let's be friends. But yes, we met so many armies, and honestly, it's like doing random interactions and meetups that we got most of our freebies. Anyways, so as I told you, 5 o'clock hits. We are trying to walk back. Baby, it took 23 minutes to get there. We didn't have the energy to walk back. So then we just called an Uber. Girl, tell me why the Uber's $3. It's $3. I spent 23 minutes walking. It didn't even cross our mind to see how much it would be if we just Ubered there. It was $3. And the BTS traffic, mind you, is $3. Oh, child. Anyways, so we get in the car with the Uber driver. The Uber driver's low-key kind of cute. Now this is just my opinion of what he looked like. But you guys remember Caesar from On My Block? The Netflix show? That's what he looked like, but taller, more tattoos on his arms, and like muscular arms. He was kind of cute. And he was like, oh, hi. But anyways, so we got in the Uber and we got to our car. And we, you know, changed the car, did our makeup, whatever, and we was like set, like, okay, let's go. Mind you, during the merch line, I figured out what gate we were supposed to be at, because I was hearing stories, baby. I was hearing stories about people being in the wrong line on day 1, and they ended up having to go to the very back of the line they were supposed to be on, just to go to the right gate. I was like, we're going to the right gate day 1. Okay, not day 1. Like, from the very get-go, we're going to the right gate. Also, fun fact, bad fact, kind of sad fact. Do you guys know two girls got hit by a car on Tampa day 1? I'm sorry, I'm still freaked out about that. That was insane. But anyways, so I figured out what gate we're supposed to be at. We were supposed to be at gate B. We were gate B, okay? And everyone does not know what line they're supposed to be in. Everyone doesn't even know what line is what line. They're like, what gate is what gate? So I'm interrogating everybody and it's like, do you know what gate you're in? No. Do you know what gate you're in? No. Do you know what gate line this is in? I was on it. You could not tell me nothing. I was going to find out this information. And when I did, I was happy because guess what? Gate B was very, very short. I don't think people realized that a lot of people did not realize they were supposed to be in gate B. They were in gate C. For some reason, it was like gate A, gate C, gate B. Why they did it like that, I don't know. But it was like a lot of people, like there was people that was there for day 1, so they actually knew what gate was which gate. And it was like gate C and gate B. For some reason, it was like flipped. It was like this is C and that was B. But like A was over there. So wouldn't it be A, B, C, not A, C, B? Who cares? I found gate B. The line's short. The line is short. Listen to me. The line was short. We got in line. I was so happy. And sorry. So my friend's like, oh my gosh, are you sure this is like the right line? I'm like, first of all, I found the OG people that was here yesterday and they seem pretty confident that this is gate B. 2, the line is short. So if we are wrong, we might have to go at the back of one of the long lines, but we would have probably still been standing in line regardless because of how long the line is. And she agreed with me. So then we just stayed where we were at in the short line. Guess what? It was the right gate. So me and my due diligence worked out. Yeah. And so then they looked, this is my bag that I brought, by the way. It's filled with freebies. I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. So anyways, they literally glanced at the bag and was like, alright, you're in. And I mean, it's kind of small. I got this at Five Below, by the way, and the string is literally a piece of yarn because I couldn't find a strap. And by the time I started looking for a strap, it was too late. Yeah, so. My friend, she got the same one. She got the same bag from Five Below, and it had like a little pocket, and it came with a strap. And I'm like, where do you find that? Because when I bought mine, they just had the bag. Anywho, I think hers is $7, so mine's was $5. But I both paid the $7. But anywho, we got in. We are in, and when we got in, I don't know how to explain to you. It was like a weight was lifted off our shoulders because you're like, oh my gosh, we're finally in the concert. We're finally here. So at this point, we're chill, we're vibing, we're happy, and then we realize something. We're also hungry. Besides also being hot, we're like actually really hungry. So then we find like the little food court area. Loki looked like a cafeteria, and we got a giant. It wasn't giant. It was like a small, medium bucket. It had like 8 chicken tenders and like a bunch of tater tots, and we split it, and we ate that, and then we went to our seats, and then we just sat there dying of anticipation, and the sun was in our eyes, and we just could not wait for BTS to finally get on stage. And my gosh, when they did, we were seated when they walked through. It's a beautiful sight. Fun fact: when we actually struggled to find our seats. There were 2 girls in our seats. I don't think they knew though. I think they thought they were in the right seats, but we was like, girl. But then we was like, we could be wrong. So then we went to a staff member. He looked at our tickets. He calculating. He reading. He doing like this. He doing like that. He's doing like this. Like trying to find the seats. He found the seats, and it's where the 2 girls are standing. So he's like, y'all need to move. And, you know, they're like, what? And then he's like, yeah, I need to move. This isn't y'all seats. And, you know, they're like, well, where's our seats? And he's like, I don't know, but you're in the wrong one, so I need you guys to get up. And they're like low-key attitude and like frustrated, which I understand. But, you know, they're like, well, I don't understand. Like, if this isn't our seat, like, you know, which one? And he looks at our ticket again. He looks at like the letter and the number, and he's like, these are their seats. You're in their seats. Get up. I'm gonna need y'all to get up. Okay, whatever. We're just like awkwardly standing there like, girl, I'm so sorry. We're not trying to kill your vibe, but like, our seats are great. We literally could see BTS so clearly. Mind you, I need glasses. Did not take them. I could see BTS so clearly on that stage. We were literally in the center. We could see everything. And plus the screens, those giant screens, we were like in the middle. We had the best seats ever. We were row 300, but I don't know how to explain it. It was everything. Like, granted, we weren't on the floor, but it's like, honestly, it didn't matter. We were in such good seats. We sat down and we saw them emerge. Let me tell you something. Jimin is so beautiful. I did not realize just how handsome all of them were until I saw them in person, and I was just like, whoa. You know, like some people be like, oh, don't be like insecure about what you see on the internet because most of the stuff is just filters. But you know, some people really are just that good looking. Because like, I was literally sitting there blinking like, whoa, but Jimin? Oh my gosh, Jimin? Speak of a bias wrecker. What? That man was gorgeous. The height. I didn't realize he was so tall. The muscular arms. It's his hair. The way his hair. And he had like he had it like parted like in a bun. And the rest just was down. It was just so cute. And he was like so bubbly and like upbeat the entire concert. Even though it was so hot. It did not get cool until the second hour of the concert. And he was just yeah. Anyhow. This is my army bomb. It came in this little packet. It also came with a photo card, but that's in my bag. So this is my army bomb. I've been wanting an army bomb ever since I was a little girl. This is a freebie I got. It's a little mini army bomb. Isn't that so cute? I got that in a line. Me and my friend got that in a line while we were waiting for the for us to get the, what's I'm gonna call it. But yeah. I don't fully know how to work it yet, but I knew how to follow the instructions to make sure it will be connected for the concert. So yeah. Ooh, look at that. I changed colors. Ooh, pink. I love pink. Boopity boppity. Boop. Okay, so anyways, this is the bag. I'm going to show you guys the freebies. I don't want the video getting too long because I know you guys are, busy or whatever, but I just really wanted to make a video and share my experience because this is so important to me because I never got to experience something like this before. Like, this isn't my first concert. My very first concert was with Jaden Smith and Tyler, the Creator. But, this is my very first K-pop concert. This is my very first BTS concert. And I really, really, really love BTS. Like, I've been following them since I was 12 years old. Like, they mean a lot to me. So I was just so excited and happy that I actually got to go there. This was a freebie. This was a freebie. Oops, upside down. And this is the back of it. This came with the army bomb. It's literally photo cards of every member. This is a freebie. I remember following one girl on TikTok. She was making some tickets that looked like this. And I'm like, was that her? A girl came up to me and asked, who is my bias? I told her it was J-Hope. She gave me this. Look at the little frogs. It made me think of Princess and the Frog. And this is a little baggie of more freebies I got. Again, we didn't get a lot, but yeah. Someone gave me a Jolly Rancher and a J-Hope photo card, because again, I told them my bias is BTS. I also got this. This came with the girl who gave me the army bomb. And this is her little thing here. And then I got a little photo card of Jimin. Another photo card of Jimin. Oh yeah, and also it's like her TikTok or whatever. Someone gave me a Calico Critter sticker. And this was another person's TikTok. Or no, Instagram. I think it's Penelope Rain Music. I need to look up what Borhe means. But yeah. And other things I brought with me, this is the fan I bought. It works pretty good. It was also a portable charger, and it folded like this. It fit perfectly inside, and it's still fully charged. And it has a very good battery life. This is a cord. This is a Bluetooth selfie button. So I can just put my phone somewhere and then like press this and take selfies. This is almost empty, but I got this from Five Below. It's called Lip Glaze from the brand Surface. It's just a clear lip gloss. I think they called the shade Glacier, but it was clear. So yeah, I wanted it to be clear though, so that worked out for me. Anyways, but yeah, that was all of my freebies that I got, and that's like what I packed my bag with. And the best thing I can say is, like, if you can afford to get those BTS tickets, baby, get them. Get them. Klarna. We use Klarna. We use Klarna a lot on this trip. It was worth it. We also saved, so like we're good. We're like in a good position. But we did Klarna some things because we're just like, if we can, why not? We had an amazing time. I encourage you guys so much to get some tickets and go. It was a 10 out of 10 experience, and I will 100% do it again. We got Pied Piper. Day 2 was Pied Piper. So yeah, dreams came true. Watching a concert, it was so short. I remember when it ended, me and my friend just looked at each other and we were just like, it's over already? Oh my gosh. We wanted to go to day 3 so bad, but we had work. So yeah, just 10 out of 10 experience. Definitely recommend going again. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope that we meet again, maybe with another concert. Thank you for watching the Ariella edit. Baby, puppy.